Today we're going to be watching Final Destination, and yeah, this is an interesting series because a lot of my friends actually like this series for some reason. I could never really get into it because it came out around the time when I wasn't really uh, looking for horror movies because I was like still a kid and scared of everything. What is your experience with the Final Destination?
I mean, it came out around the time I graduated high school. I remember watching it, and I enjoyed it at the time, like the first one, because it was just kind of different, and it had that like comedy horror, like kind of funny, like how they kill people, which then the other movies started overdoing. I don't remember much. I've seen it probably twice. I've seen the first and second one, but I did not continue down and watch. I have not seen any of the later ones. I remember that Devon Sawa is the star, who seemed like he was going to be like a star for a short while because he was in this movie and what other movie was he in? Idle Hands, maybe one of those other like sort of movies like this. And then he was in that Eminem video, and then I think he just disappeared.
Oh my God, for a second I forgot they were going to France, and I was like, why is he speaking French? What did he put in his pocket? Did he put a condom in his pocket?
Put in some weed for them to smoke.
You might get lucky on this trip, son. Here goes. I don't want no teen pregnancy going on.
Well, who cares if you're overseas? They don't know who you are. Impregnate as many women as you want.
Go spread your seed across the nation.
What the fuck do you want?
Oh no, babe. I'm too busy being a stereotypical jock. Oh look, she's deep because she's reading a book. She's holding that book so close to her face. Did he just give him a Jehovah's Witness pamphlet? Did he just give him a Watchtower pamphlet?
No, there's like a Hari Krishner. That was the thing. That was a common comedy trope. If you ever watch Airplane, they're all over that. Before my time, but
was that still relevant now?
No. As far as I know, no. When I went to airports around this time, no.
Did they just make like a 30-year-old reference in it? Look at all these 30-year-olds going on a high school. Like, this is always going to be a thing in our commentaries where it's like, oh my God, these people are super old.
Yes.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah, here goes this book that you hold way too close to your face. And that's a different book.
Different book. Yeah.
Alex, let's go take a shit.
Why would you get your friend to go take a shit with you?
You know, hold hands under the stall. That would be weird. We're not friends anymore if somebody's like, hey, let's go take a shit together. This was before the guys were woke. Guys are not sensitive in this time frame. And he went to go take a shit with him.
Yes. The normal conversation would be like, hey dude, I'm gonna go take a shit. Seeing a few. Let me know if the airplane boards or something. It wouldn't be like, come take a shit with me so the girls don't think you're nasty.
I don't know. This was giving me if I had a natural fear of like planes or whatever, I would be scared to ride planes after watching this movie.
Well, wait till you see what's gonna happen, then you definitely won't be. These are like the most douchebag kids I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I mean, that's how kids were back in the day. That's how your son's going to be.
Oh,
Can't control it.
666 was on the thing that passed underneath the luggage carrier thing.
That's way too on the nose.
I know, it's so much bullshit.
Oh no, please. Okay, let's not linger on that guy for too long.
You know, I would, but I got a bladder thing. It's a urinary tract infection.
Oh.
Well, is he trying to oppress those girls or scare them away?
Yeah, he just talked about how it'd be gross if you had to shit on the plane because the girls wouldn't like you. Then he tells them he has a UTI. Like, someone needs to take this movie and edit it together with like Sully. So like, this is what they're doing in the back. Oh shit.
This is actually pretty terrifying.
Yep. This is a stylistic shit I'm talking about. That's hyper realistic and scary. I like that guy, the bully douche. Sit down, Brownie. I'll kill you.
I mean, he really wants to go to France.
Yeah, there are no other flights to Paris for 10 days. Like, there's no follow-up flights you could take.
Hey, this was the olden days, back when we only had one plane per country.
Oh.
I would be like, see, look what I told you.
Oh, he's already got a cool tribal tattoo.
Oh,
Bully does something like that.
anybody who has a tribal tattoo can just not. You can just.
You're 10 years too young to say that. Everyone got tribal tattoos in the like late 90s, early 2000s.
I predict already that him and Book Girl are going to be like, they're going to survive till the end, because that's just how it goes.
You've seen the second one. Book Girl is like the only recurring character that she's in the second one.
Yeah, I see, because YouTube literally on the thumbnail next to it has like Final Destination 2, and she's like in the front and center.
But she's not even like the star. She's in like a, it's been forever since I've seen it. She's in like an asylum or something, and they go find her, the kids in that one, because they know that she's survived a thing like they have.
How do you explain any of this to like a cop? Like, yeah, I saw the future, and everybody died, including myself.
This would have been post 9/11. He'd have been like in Guantanamo Bay, like within a week, and he'd still be there today.
When did this actually I'm trying to see what exact date this came out on.
I guess it would be summer of 2000.
I was about to say, what if this came out like literally the same year?
I mean, I think you would have strong survivor guilt in this situation.
Well, no, I don't know.
You don't know if you'd have survivor's guilt?
It depends on how well I knew. Like, if I don't know you, I'm not going to have survivor's guilt for strangers. I just want the FBI people to like go to his house and see those dolls hanging in his windows. Like, yep, this kid did it. This guy is a psychopath. Dog, if you would just put him in a wife beater and just have him write in a journal, this would be the Stan music video.
He'd have to have like frosted tips or blonde hair or whatever too. Doesn't he have like try to look like Eminem, I think? In that
Yeah, that's
video?
gradually towards the end of the video.
Shit, Sean William Scott's the biggest star from this movie still.
Yeah. I don't know. I still watch the Stan music video, so I don't know
Do ya?
who's the biggest. It's debatable. I'm sorry, it's just funny just him sitting there in a chair crying, looking at a television screen. I'm an asshole. I'm a sociopath, apparently. Yo, that girl in the background's intensely looking at him.
It's like the 7th take, and she would not stop looking at the camera, and they didn't want to replace her, have an empty chair there, so that's just what made the final cut.
I
They had to
mean,
take-
when you know who's the camera focusing on, you're like, I can't help but to look at the main character.
They rented the crane, and the crane had to go back. They only had it for this one shot. There, it looked like they just showed it. It looked like that same girl wasn't there, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, sweetie, you need to stop looking at the camera, please.
What to do, all right? I control my life, not you.
Carter.
You know what? Near-death experiences change people. Sometimes it's for the better. Sometimes people just double down and become more of an asshole.
And they use a lot of wind in this movie to show creepiness, I guess.
Wind is creepy.
Is that like death creeping in or some shit?
Yeah, death is the wind. That light gust did not blow that door closed.
Like death in this movie just becomes like a everywhere character, but not, you know what I mean? Like it's just everywhere.
I do know about the series is that the deaths are like not predictable. Like one thing could be happening and then they die the other way.
Well, it becomes like funny because they all die in funny ways while they're trying to avoid death. And I don't know how much it does that in this movie. I think it does a little, but it became a thing with these movies of just people dying in kind of funny, fucked up ways. He uses, why does he use a safety razor, like a real razor blade in that? No kid has ever used that since.
Well, obviously he
razors
used it
come
because he
out.
just cut his face off.
Like, seriously.
Don't pick your nose. This kid creeps me out. In
You don't
different
pick your
levels.
nose after you cut yourself shaving. Oh, he's just getting them nose hairs.
Oh, he's going to stab himself in the face and die. Oh,
No, don't you see the liquid dripping toward him?
yeah.
Oh, and now electrical's involved. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's going to electrocute himself. He's going to be like, "Ch-ch-ch-ch." See, look. Is that how he got his premonition that Todd is going to die next? I'm assuming this kid's name
From
is
his-
Todd because
Yes,
wasn't paying
from
attention.
his penthouse, throwing his penthouse in the fan while trying to.
what? That's how he. Oh wow! I thought he was going to get electrocuted.
Yeah, see misdirection. That's what these movies do.
He just says, "What? Well, that's magic." Just
Yeah,
just
it's
suck
death.
himself back up in there. Death leaves no evidence.
Don't overthink the whole death thing and how they die in this movie, or you're gonna have problems. The FBI's there already. Were they like watching all their houses or something?
Well, I
Or-
think they're still under the assumption that he did it somehow, which is stupid.
He took his own life.
Wait, that makes no sense. Why did he just blame him for his son killing himself?
So this movie, it probably is a good reflection on how people want to blame people for death. I mean, that probably would happen.
Because like it was either he'd get off the plane or he would stay on the plane and die. Either way.
What are all those tiny marks?
Cuticle lacerations from pulling at the wire.
I like how he's just
So he-
okay with like these kids breaking in.
Yes.
Wire.
So he doesn't call the cops or anything.
It's an accident.
Yeah, I wanted an audience anyway to explain.
No accidents.
He was probably had a contract with New Line. They probably put out Candyman, and he had. They told him what movie he was gonna be in.
They needed a mascot character for this movie. They're like, you know what? Let's just steal one from somewhere else. Because we can't show death. I mean, does death appear in these movies?
No. So I told you, death is just like an everywhere thing in these movies. There's no like death character.
And you don't even want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
I just want to break the fact down. He said the fact that he said you don't fuck with Mac Daddy death. They're like, I feel like the director was like, could you urban it up a bit? We need you to say something, something your people would say.
Yeah, I don't think in 2000 Mac Daddy was urban though, right? Like that already went through the suburbs and had left the vernacular by the time this movie came out.
That's usually how it goes. It's cool for 5 minutes, and then when dorky white kids in the suburbs start using it, it's like, this isn't cool anymore.
You, me, Todd, Carter, Terry, Billy, Mrs. Lou, messed up at the time for whatever reason. I saw Dad's plan and cheated.
You really figured it out quick.
Well, I mean, they needed to, because like this can't be a 2-hour film. This can't. I would not
No.
allow this to be a 2-hour film.
I'm confused on what age, what part of the year it is.
That's what happens when you cast people in their 30s. Like, yeah, they're probably seniors, and I would not be surprised if like, oh, they're sophomores. Like,
Yeah.
Time you see him,
Oh, here we go. Watch this. This is
fucking
gonna be fun.
just drop fucking dead, and she dies.
Yeah.
So
So
be Alka-Seltzer.
yeah.
Her death gave me upset stomach. Much work. I would just at this point, I would just lay in my bed and wait for death to take me. Does she have? Why do people have creepy dolls in their house?
You don't just have a creepy doll just hanging out on your love seat, dude.
Yeah, I have the Annabelle doll just sitting in the corner, just there.
Uh,
Why are you just standing outside of her? Oh yeah, she's next to die, so he's trying to
Yeah.
warn her.
This is Valerie Luton. I need Agent Shrek.
Agent Shrek. This was before Shrek was the thing, but it's funny.
Somebody once told me.
And these fucking FBI agents must just be like hanging out around everyone's house because they got there real quick. Just like they're outside of Todd's house real quick.
Todd with 1D's house.
Yes, I don't like that either.
They had to do that because of the way he got his premonition. There was
Yeah.
no easy way to put Todd
Yes.
with 2 D's on there. Oh
when you
my!
when you fart, that's death coming out of you.
That sounds like an urban myth. Like, your soul leaves your body every time you sneeze or some shit like that. Death leaves your body every time you fart. That's why if you hold your farts in, you're more likely to die.
That's just science. That's just pure science. How do you think she's gonna die?
Her head's just going to explode. Why
So
is
far-
Death being creative? Just kill them
Yeah.
like easily.
Like her house just explodes.
Death is confirmed Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone because he's coming up with these Rube Goldberg ass traps to kill them. That's the hugest match ever.
That's the match you get when you have a fancy gas stove. Come on.
Well,
don't-
I'm sorry, I'm not a Neanderthal. I have an actual electric stove.
Me too.
Why inconvenience yourself and just get something that's
I
plug it
agree.
in? No, I'm a hipster though.
It just tastes different when the heat's different, man. Or something. I have no idea what the logic is. I just know those are the fancy ones and cost more money. Plus, you gotta have fucking gas installed into your kitchen.
I'm too irresponsible to have gas in my house. I don't know what gas smells like, so I'll probably end up dying or something. Oh, it smells weird in here. It could just be I just farted, whatever. And then just 2 weeks later, Yanni dies of gas inhalation.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Oh, you stupid bitch! You know it's leaking. Why are you still carrying? I would know that. Would notice that right away. All right, she deserves to die.
What if she just started scratching it and was like a professional DJ for like 3 seconds?
You know, it starts playing backwards, and secretly John Denver's album is like satanic, and it like says you should kill yourself.
Knife.
Just leave it in there.
Which really you should. That's one of those things that movies do. You should always leave shit impaled in you.
Oh, this is just
Jeez.
slapstick. man.
Oh,
you
no,
just
you don't pull it
asking for
out.
the police to come after you.
You will die
that way. Just now all I can think about is that stupid music video.
He's just like, okay, and then he just drives home.
He's like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Just drives off a cliff.
Yeah, like right now, they were all three in the car. Couldn't Death just, because those were probably the next ones to die, couldn't Death just make them drive off a cliff or make the car explode? Or
I don't get why he has to do it in order. He has to like.
yeah, and they would have died instantaneously on the plane. So in order should be like, bam, 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 they're all done. Not like, I'm going to take, I mean, it's fucking 2 months after the original plane crash and all this shit's happening.
I mean, he's just wasting time at this point.
She's
What-
she's still monologuing about this shit? What's happening?
She's deep, you know. She likes to read books close to her face.
It's like they finished this movie and it was only 80 minutes long and they wanted it to be like 100, so they added scenes like that. Because seriously, okay, I'm serious though. Think about this. They're in the car together now. When she got out of the car, those actors were not in the car. I feel like they added that fucking scene like in post-production.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit longer than it needs to be. And why? Just kill them all is what I'm saying. Like,
Just kill them all.
You're gonna be fucking dead. You're the fucking devil. I saw the seatbelt.
He pissed his pants. That makes me laugh. I mean, I would have pissed my pants too in that scenario, but it still makes me giggle a little
he
bit.
just turns around to the brown spot too.
You made me look at his ass when he turned around by saying that. Like, because I did. I was like looking like, oh, it's like
You fuck.
I've been vaccinated. And then all the anti-vax people, like, they believe the movie up until that, and then they're like, I can't watch this anymore. It's not accurate.
No, his mom's just an anti-vax mom and shit. She won't let him get vaccinated. Oh, that should actually be. They should make another Final Destination. That'd be one of the how somebody dies.
Oh my god, they're trying to be really dramatic now.
Is he in heaven? This is the afterlife. I don't know. The fact that death is real confirms that there probably is a heaven. So maybe I would want to die. Like, okay, listen, dude, you're sort of the third wheel here, so we're going to need you to leave.